Retain gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again, man. Hey, look, today I want to talk about the Kundalini energy, the divine energy, and how to raise that up. And I thought this was a great topic because, this goes hand in hand with semen retention. You can't have one without the other. So this is actually how I started my journey, guys. In the beginning stages of my spiritual journey, and I stumbled upon Kundalini energy. So basically what that is it's the divine energy inside of you, and it sits at the base of your chakras, your root chakra, right? The genitals, right? So, and the idea is it rises up and it activates all your chakras, your 7 chakras, and you become online, right? Meditation is key to raising that energy up. And if you don't know how to meditate, check out my videos, how to meditate part 1 and 2. I'll put the links in the description for you guys. But, I started off meditating. I focused on raising that energy up. But the problem was, I was still releasing and still watching porn, and I didn't have nothing to raise up, right? So I stumbled upon something else where it said that semen retention, holding on to your semen, it powers you up, it gives you that energy. This is when I first started semen retention, guys. So I went 2 weeks without releasing, right? And as I meditated and focused on raising up that energy, it was way more powerful this time. It felt like an electrical surge was moving up my spine, right? And I was like, wow, okay, this is real. So the idea, guys, is when you're raising up this energy, it's activating all your chakras, right? From the root to the sacral to the solar, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown, right? So as it rises up, right, the heart chakra is in the middle. When it gets to the heart chakra, that's when you have that bliss, just that bliss feeling. You don't have no fear. You don't have no doubt. You're just living life in a bliss state. You accept all, right? When it gets up to the throat chakra, your communication skills become better. Your voice gets deeper. These are where all those benefits start to come from because you're activating those chakras, right? Third eye hits the third eye in the crown. Now you're becoming enlightened. Now you're in tune with the universe. You're in tune with the Most High. You have that connection with them, right? This is where all that comes from, guys. You raising up that energy, that Kundalini. But you can't do it unless you're holding on to your semen. That's why this is very important, because you need that energy, that seminal fluid, to help blast that energy up, right? If you're depleted and you're empty, you don't have anything to raise. You don't have that power source to really activate your chakras. So you'll notice when you drain yourself, the deepness in your voice goes away. You become dumber. You become more fearful, more doubtful in yourself. You don't have no drive, no motivation. The drive and motivation comes from the root chakra and the sacral and the solar. That's where the life is, that raw passion to get up and do stuff. So now that you release, you lose all that. All those chakra points become less powered. That's why you feel drained. That's why you feel dumber. That's why you feel more anxiety, more fear, more doubt. That's why you lose your drive and motivation. Your voice you even lose the deepness in your voice. All this happens when you release. The longer you hold on, the more powerful those chakras become. The more powerful your connection to the Most High becomes, right? But to move that energy up, meditation, you breathing, you're working on your breathing. Breathing in, breathing out. Check out my meditation videos, guys. I don't want to go on a tangent about meditation, but if you check out the videos, man, it'll give you details on how to move that energy up. But yeah, man, it goes hand in hand. So guys, if you really want to get into the spiritual part of raising up that energy, you have to do semen retention. I mean, you have to. And that's why you see a lot of like the monks, like they don't have sex. Because like, not saying you can't have sex, but if you're really trying to be your best version on the spiritual end, you can't be out here releasing, man. You know, it sets you back. The longer you hold on, the more powerful you become. So it's like you're playing with fire when you're having sex, because just because you think you are in control of yourself, sometimes you might slip up and bam, it happens all the time, guys. I can attest for that. So the best way is just not to have sex at all if you're seriously on that journey. You know what I mean? I'm not going to tell you what to do, but you might have to go, you know, a while without having sex if you really want to become your best version. Okay? Yeah, guys, just a quick little video on, you know, the Kundalini. I'll go in more detail in a later video. So yeah, guys, if you want to become your best version on the spiritual end, you have to hold on. You know, you have to be strong. That's why I say it's a mental battle, man. You have to adopt a warrior mindset. You really have to be on your shit, because it's not for everybody, right? Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section what you want me to talk about next. But hey, man, it's your boy Tay. Hope y'all have a beautiful day, and I'm out. Peace.